Okay, been away from YouTube now for more than a month, I think, unfortunately, but there we are. It's because YouTube's done something to the direct upload thing and it won't work properly, but so we're doing it this way. This video will be a rant. Those of you who have been subscribed to me for a little bit now would have noticed I did a rant video before. This was, how long was that? I don't know. It was on about mainly when they broke up, Paul London and Brian Kendrick, and at ROH for the Nigel McGuinness, not Brian Danielson, the Nigel McGuinness promo they did with him. That was stupid, the interview they did. But this will be more about the WWE and TNA. Now, first off, they've all been good recently since the draft. WWE has improved. Raw in particular has improved. SmackDown is still very good. I think after the Great American Bash, I think we'll see guys like Jeff Hardy, Kennedy sort themselves out and get a little bit better as well. Edge, Triple H is going along okay. Raw's been okay, it's been very unpredictable. Punk winning the belt, tremendous, but we'll get on about that in a minute as well. TNA, been a decent month for TNA, no offence. The last one before Victory Road was a bit poor. I didn't think they plugged the pay-per-view that much, considering it was the last Impact before pay-per-view, but there we are. It's been a decent last couple of weeks on Impact. But let's get into my problems. We will start with WWE and the whole CM Punk Batista bullshit from Raw. Now Punk wins the belt, tremendous. Anyone who's watched any of my videos know I'm a Punk fan. So I was just chuffed to see him win the belt. Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much everyone's accepted he's going to be a transitional champion, but when I saw Batista win that match, I thought, okay, now there's a chance for Punk to win a pay-per-view match, because it's not going to be Kane, because they're doing other things with him now. It's not going to be Cena, because they're not going to put the belt on him now, and who else is in there? It's not going to be JBL, because they're feuding him with Cena. So I thought, Batista, yes, they'll have him beat Batista, and further along down the road, he'll lose to Cena. Then I saw Raw, and they did their very, very best to make CM Punk look like an absolute arse. It was shocking. Basically, as we all saw, Punk did this thing where he looked good, he looked a champion, he was willing. This is the thing, okay? If you're gonna do this thing with, everyone's doubting Punk. Now everyone's not sure if he's a real. He won the title on a fluke with Money in the Bank. Is he a real, genuine contender for the title? Because the guy was a mid-carder who was losing far too many matches before he won the world title, people are going to genuinely have those thoughts. So that is a storyline and a thing at the minute that is based on reality. So when you do that, you've got a choice in the WWE. You do one or two things. You prove them right, he's not ready, and if the guy is young, like Punk is, maybe he comes back again, or he gets stuck in the mid-card for the rest of his career. Or you build it up, and you have him prove everyone wrong. He's a genuine champion, he deserves to have the belt. Or the other option, again, would be to savagely turn him heel. I don't think they're going to do any of these things now, apart from the possible one, which is making him look like a tit, because this week, I like to think he'll still win, even if he wins, in a scummy way. Crime Time and John Cena are going well, the JBL feud is picked up a little bit. So they might drag out Punk and Batista. But it's like, so yeah, he accepts the challenge of Kane. I'm taking on all comers, I'm going to prove myself. Okay, fair enough. Goes out there, Kane, they turn him into a super, super monster. I don't think Kane will get pinned by anyone until whoever he is reveals himself, and I think it'll be on a pay-per-view. So I'm not surprised you only beat him on a count out. No problem with that. My problem was, Kane attacks him, fair enough. Yeah, this is the world champion, but this is Monster Kane. He's unstoppable, that's the whole point of him. Puts Punk's head in the chair, he's going to jump on him, he's going to break his neck. Batista comes out, no problem with that. We've seen people do this before. You save the guy you're going to fight the pay-per-view because you want to look genuine when you beat him. No problem with that. Kane leaves, Punk gets back up, and, Batista's being all, I just saved your ass, and at the pay-per-view I'm going to take the title. So Punk, saying, look, you don't like me, I don't like you, don't ever touch me. And that's the thing, you were close enough, the camera was close enough that you could hear them speaking to each other. Punk says, don't ever touch me again. Like that, he picked him up, spine busted him. Leaves with his music on, Punk's in the middle of the ring looking up like a dick. That could have been Edge lying there in the middle of the ring. They flat out made him heel for that second, treated him like a heel, made him look like a jackass, like a nothing, like a nobody. And because of the size difference as well, it looked awful. It really truly did look like Punk's not in his league. Punk shouldn't be wrestling him, shouldn't be wearing the belt and Batista's around. It looked like that. If they'd have been, don't ever touch me again, and they just started fighting for a little bit, and then Batista just spine busted him, or Batista bombed him, that'd have been okay, because at least there'd have been a fight. You just picked him up as if, I can manhandle you and I can beat you anytime I want, like that, because you're a nobody. That's what it looked like. Picked him up, bang, slammed him, game over, left. Punk like a chime. It looked awful. Punk looked like a mid-card nobody, and all we can hope now is that Batista goes to sleep at the pay-per-view. If he doesn't, I think Punk is going to struggle as champion. But there we are. And then going into rumour site, they had a guy at Raw. Apparently, after showing off Punk and Batista come out for a match, Batista beat him in just over a minute. I hope that's not true. If it is, that's bullshit. And maybe that's because they noticed. I mean, if that happened in Washington, you could understand, because Batista's hometown. But like, to do it, and where were they? Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah, it might have been in Batista town. Yeah, they were cheering Batista, but still, come on. So yeah, that's bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, Victory Road. It was a decent pay-per-view. The opener was a match of the year contender. I don't think he'll win it, but it was a tremendous match. It was everything TNA says they are. Total non-stop action. You think TNA 12-man match? Oh Christ, there's a clusterfuck. No, really, really worked. Really, really was a good match. Ultimate X was okay. The Kaz spot was pretty cool, considering the Moose injury. If any of you have seen that, Mickey Knuckles getting hurt. Kaz to go up there and do that was pretty brave. So all in all, yeah, good match. Women's matches were okay. The LAX match was better than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, we'll get on to this main event. I'm not pretending I'm the only person who's calling it and spoke about this. We all know that this was crap. This was utter crap. People have said they shouldn't have booked this match. It was in Houston, and the crowd are going to be very, very pro Booker T. And it's not time for Joe to lose the belt. So what you do is, don't book the match. Give Booker T anyone other than Joe, or AJ or Angle, and have him win. It's just that simple. Have him win in Houston against a mid-card guy. Okay? Just do it like that. Don't do this crap with the run-ins, and they could have turned Sting heel at one point if he'd have hit Joe with a bat at a different time. Didn't do it. They had Joe, full on heel, fuck you and all that. That was great. That was good. My lights failing, you probably can't see. But yeah, they did that, and it was great. It was like, Joe's full on heel. But then when the ref bump happened, the match ended. I didn't get that either. The ref at the floor, the other ref came out, Joe decked them, and the match was over. If a ref had a run out and disqualified him straight away for decking the other refs, fair enough. But that didn't happen. Again, it's because of the clouds outside. Anyway, so that was stupid. I didn't like that at all. And obviously, even the live crowd, even Houston, Texas, Booker T's hometown, didn't like that. People said there was booing, there was Fire Russo chants, there was this is bullshit chants, when the pay-per-view finished and went off air. And what a crappy way to end the pay-per-view. It was a good show, and maybe they were Ultimate X being slightly better and a good ending to this match away from putting on the best pay-per-view since Bound for Glory. It probably was the best pay-per-view since Bound for Glory, but it really stood up there as next to Bound for Glory, not this was a mediocre pay-per-view, and it was still their next best pay-per-view to Bound for Glory. This was a good show, don't get me wrong, this was good. TNA did well here, but you cannot do shit like that in the main event. I think it is going to be Joe Booker at Impact, which again, if they give the belt back to Booker, if Booker wins and unofficially re-wins the title, this would just confound the stupidity of this match. But there we go. I'm out of time. I'm gonna go. That was bullshit. Come on, Punk, get the Great American Bash. Cheers.